to Yoga Recovery. So glad to see you today. I hope you are feeling good. As we begin today, we are going to begin in relaxation. That sounds amazing, right? Good way to start recovery. So go ahead and find yourself in a comfortable laying position. So down on the ground, you flat on the back. Go ahead and think about letting the hands fall open. Letting the feet fall open, close the eyes, and just begin to find your breath. So no judgment here, just kind of feeling the body, thinking about how you feel today, see if there are any tight muscles, if there are any pain in any of your joints, in your knees, maybe any lower back issues. Just kind of laying here, letting the body relax down into the earth, not judging, just recognizing and listening to the body as we begin to breathe. Acknowledging the life force that is the breath. Allowing the body to melt with each breath, finding that relaxation with each breath, allowing our minds to be here right now, not thinking about the rest of the day, what happened last week, what's going to be coming up. Just taking this time for yourself, for your body. Recognizing that to serve others, we have to take care of ourselves. So just taking this next hour for yourself, knowing that by doing that, you're actually serving the ones you love. Good. As we are laying here, go ahead and begin to deepen that breath. Begin to feel the inhales and exhales all the way down into the belly. Beginning to maybe count those inhales and then exhale that same count. Trying to go a little bit deeper each time. Allowing that breath to wash over the body. As you are breathing here and finding that relaxation, notice how the body is heavy down into the earth, feeling each muscle, each joint, each bone just kind of melt into the earth. Take a couple of more really deep breaths here. Just allowing yourself to find that breath and connect your mind and body. with the breath as we begin this practice, as we are going to flow through our poses using the breath. Beautiful. On your next inhale, we're going to take that right leg and pull that right knee up to the chest and just begin to hug in that right knee towards the body, leaving that left leg down on the ground, active. We're going to hug that right knee in towards that right armpit. Nice deep inhales, and then as you exhale, really trying to squeeze that knee in towards the body. Use the breath. Good. Take one more deep inhale here. As you exhale, take that left hand onto that right knee. We're going to take that right knee across the body, coming into a spinal twist here. Try to keep that right shoulder down on the ground as we pull the knee across the body, opening up through the spine. Good, and breathe here, letting that hand just kind of be a weight onto that knee, pulling it down towards the earth as far as feels comfortable to you. Good, take one more deep inhale here. As you exhale, come back through center. We're going to take that right hand onto that right knee, release the left hand down, and we're going to open up that hip, letting that knee fall down towards the earth. Again, try to keep both hips onto the ground. Don't let that left hip reach up on you. And just breathe here, just letting that hand be a guide to opening up that leg. One more deep inhale. As you exhale, go ahead and bring that knee back into center. We're going to place both hands and just go ahead and circle that leg around. Circle that knee around. Good. And go the opposite direction. Just flowing with the breath. Good. Take one more deep inhale as you hug in that right leg. And then as you exhale, go ahead and release that right leg down to the ground. If you've done yoga with me at all, you know I like to notice and feel the difference as we work from one side of the body to the next. So I'm just going to take a moment here to notice how that right leg even feels a little bit longer than the left. Just taking a moment to feel my body and to feel what's kind of happening, going on today. Take another deep inhale, pull that left knee up to the chest and begin to hug in that left knee. As you inhale, you're kind of releasing the leg just slightly, and then as you exhale, you're trying to hug that left knee in towards that left armpit. Good. Take one more deep inhale here. As you exhale, we're going to take that right hand onto that left knee and take that across the body. Go ahead and release that left armpit or left shoulder down onto the ground as you take that right knee across. Good. Take one more deep inhale. As you exhale, we're going to come back through center. Take that left hand onto that left knee and release that left knee down towards the body, towards the ground. Try to keep that right hip down as well. Good, take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, bring that left knee back towards the center and just begin to circle that knee around. Go that opposite direction. Good. Go ahead and take one more deep inhale here. As you exhale, go ahead and bring that right knee in towards the left. Hug both knees in nice and tight. Maybe take a few rocks back and forth. Just kind of doing whatever feels good here in that position. Maybe circling the knees. Good. Take one more deep inhale. Hug those knees in nice and tight. And then as you exhale, go ahead and release the heels or the feet down to the ground, down to the earth. And we're going to go into a flowing bridge here. So from here, you're going to have those feet about hip distance apart, releasing the shoulders down into the ground. Take a nice deep inhale. As you inhale, you're going to lift the hips up, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. When you get to the top of that bridge, we're going to pause there. And then as you exhale, you're going to roll down one vertebrae at a time. So just flowing here with your breath. Nice deep breaths as you go into this flowing bridge. So inhale, lifting up one vertebrae at a time. Pause at the top. And then as you exhale, rolling down one vertebrae at a time, letting that tailbone be the last thing that touches down. Good. Let's go 2 or 3 more breaths here, just flowing here. Go ahead and release those hips all the way down. We're going to take those legs up to the sky. So reaching the feet up. We're going to go into just a little bit of core work, ab work here. So taking those feet up towards the sky. Take a nice deep inhale. We're going to reach up. Try to touch those toes. Breathe. And we're going to exhale, lower down nice and slow. We're going to inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower. Nice, slow, controlled, flowing with that breath. Inhale up. And exhale, lower. Good. And one more, like inhale up. And exhale, lower, slowly down. Good. Go ahead and hug those knees in. We're going to rock and roll to a seated position. So starting out, just taking a slight rock here, just up and down, and then maybe coming up just a little bit further each time. Just rocking and rolling on that spine, like you're giving yourself a back massage here, and then come all the way up to that seated position. Good, go ahead and find a comfortable seat. We're going to go into a little bit of a breathing exercise here before we move on. Good, so sitting up nice and tall. You're going to take your right hand, you're going to think about your ring finger and your thumb as we come into a breathing exercise. So finger and thumb, you're going to take a nice deep inhale. As you get to the top of that inhale, you're going to place your thumb onto that right nostril. And then you're going to exhale out the left side. Take an inhale through the left side. Take that ring finger, plug that left side, open up that right side, and exhale out. Inhale through the right side. Place the thumb on that right side, open up the left side, exhale out. Good, let's take about 5 more breaths here, flowing with that. Go ahead and get your sides evened up. Finish up that last breath that you're working on here. Enjoying the benefits of that breathing practice. Good. Let's take a few deep inhales here, reaching those arms up. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale, release. Last one, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Try to reach those fingertips, reaching over that body. Take one more deep inhale here. Exhale, walk those hands back. Good, go ahead and outstretch those legs, kind of shake them out, and then take the other favorite leg in front. We will do that again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Breathing here in this position. Take one more deep inhale. As you exhale, walk those hands back towards the body. Good. And we're going to come up into a tabletop position. So I'm going to turn towards the side of my mat, just taking those legs to the side. Coming into my tabletop position. I'm going to work into our cat and cow pose, flowing with that breath. So, rounding out, take a nice deep inhale through cat, lifting the spine, tucking the chin. And then as you exhale, releasing that belly button down towards the floor, squeeze those shoulder blades, lift that head. Taking your time, flowing through with the breath, pausing if there's a position that feels really good today. For me today, the top of that cat pose feels very nice, so I just kind of pause there just for a second, but maybe you feel it in a different place. So just flowing with your breath, listening to your body today. Good, take one more breath here in cat and cow. Good. We're going to go ahead and find that neutral spine, so that neutral position here with the hands under the shoulders, our knees are under the hips, coming into that spinal balance. So from here, we're going to reach out that right hand, left leg, reaching from fingertip out the bottom of that foot. As you exhale, you're going to pull that knee and elbow in, round out through that spine. So inhale, extend. Exhale, pull in that knee and elbow, round out through that spine. using your breath for each movement. And exhale, release, going back into that neutral spine. On your next inhale, we're going in through that left side, so extending out left arm, right leg. Exhale, pulling that knee in, rounding out. On your next exhale, go ahead and release back into that tabletop position. From here, we're going to set those hips back, coming into our child's pose, reaching through the fingers here, setting those hips back nice and far towards the heels, reaching the hands, just relaxing down towards the earth, and breathe. Good. On your next inhale, we're going to come up, and then we're going to lower ourselves down. We're going into a half series here. So we're going to lower the hips down, coming into a cobra position. So for our cobra, I want you to release down. Shoelaces are down into the ground. For the cobra, I want you to be able to lift those hands up. So using those back muscles to lift the chest. And then as you exhale, we're going to release all the way down. Inhale, back up through that cobra. Exhale, pushing ourselves up and back into child's pose. Good, so we're inhaling out. Exhale, lower. Inhale up, cobra. Exhale, pushing ourselves back, rounding out through that spine as we go into child's pose. Inhale out. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, rounding out through that spine as we go back into child's pose. One more. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale, rounding out that spine, child's pose. Awesome, guys. From that child's pose, we're going to come into our downward facing dog. So from child's pose, we're going to come up, tuck those toes, and then lift those hips up towards the sky. Good. Releasing the heels towards the earth. Releasing that head between the arms, trying to open up, lifting the hips while releasing the heels. Taking the time here to maybe pedal the feet, walk the dog. Good. Finding that downward facing dog. Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, we're going to walk those feet up to meet the hands, coming into a forward fold. Inhale, look up halfway into that monkey pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Coming into a slight back bend at the top if that feels comfortable. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to find that mountain pose here. So thinking about our feet grounding down into the earth, feeling strength rooted as we come up through the legs. Nice, tight core, keeping that breath pulled in, shoulders back and down, palms are open as we find our mountain pose. Beautiful. We're going to come into just a few sun breaths here. So take a nice deep inhale, reach those arms up. As you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, looking up halfway monkey pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Slight back bend at the top if that feels good for you. Exhale, hands to heart center. And mountain. Let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up halfway, monkey pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Slight back bend at the top. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good, from here we're gonna open up. So taking the feet wide on the mat. Taking the toes slightly out. Coming into some moonflowers, sunflowers, goddess pose. So from here, toes again are slightly out. Feet are a little bit more than hip distance apart. We're gonna take our breath. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Reaching up towards the sky as we exhale, coming into that squat seated position, chest is tall. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, sweep up. And exhale, lower. Good. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, release the hands. And we're going to step the feet together. And we're going to work into our chair pose. So for chair, we want the feet as close in together as possible. Think about nice tall, shooting up the crown of our head. Take a nice deep inhale, sweep the arms up. As we exhale, we're going to sit back into that chair. Good, breathing, keeping the hands tall. Option here to take the hands to heart center, but keeping that chest up nice and tall. Breathing as we sit back. Take one more deep inhale. As we exhale, go ahead and fold forward. And then inhale, begin to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Good, we're gonna take our chair twist from here. So inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, go ahead and bring the hands into prayer. As you set the hips back, you're gonna bring the hands down in front of the heart. Good, nice deep inhale. Extend up through the crown of the head. As you exhale, we're going to twist to the right. Take that left elbow onto that right knee. Take hands into prayer. Try to keep those knees pushing in towards each other. Breathe. Nice long spine. Nice deep inhale. As you exhale, release the hands. Begin to roll up one vertebrae at a time into our standing mountain pose. Good, take a few deep breaths here. We're gonna go to the other side. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Bring the hands into prayer. As you exhale, bring those hands down as you begin to sit back into that chair position. Extending up through the crown of the head, nice long spine, nice deep inhale. As you exhale, twisting to the left, taking that right elbow onto that left knee. Taking that gaze up towards the sky. Try to keep those knees together. Breathe. Inhale. As you exhale, release the hands. And slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Nice. Good, guys. So from here, we're going to work into our sun salutations. So I'm going to come back to the top of my mat. Finding that mountain pose. Take a nice deep inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up halfway, monkey pose. Exhale, fold, place the hands onto the mat. We're gonna step that right foot back, coming up into a lunge. Option here to release the knee, or take that full lunge, reach the arms up. Exhale, sinking into that lunge position. Taking a few breaths here. Take one more deep inhale. As you exhale, release the hands on either side of that left foot. Step that left foot back to meet the right. We're going to chaturanga here or lower ourselves down. Option to come to knees or stay on the toes. Lower yourself. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Tuck those toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, either float or walk the feet up to the hands. Exhale, fold. Inhale, monkey pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse one dive, reaching the arms up. Exhale, mountain. Very nice. Good, let's do that again on the other side. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up halfway monkey. Exhale, fold. Place the hands onto the mat, stepping that left foot back. Coming into that lunge position, sweeping the arms up on the inhale. Exhale, release. Taking a few deep breaths here. Inhale, extend through those fingertips. Exhale, fold over. Taking a hand on either side of that foot. Step that right foot back to meet the left. Chaturanga or lower yourself down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Tucking the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, either float the feet or walk the feet to the hands. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up halfway monkey pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, mountain. Very nice. We're going to work into that sun salutation again. This time we're going to build in a little bit of a twist into that lunge. All right, guys, here we go. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up halfway monkey pose. Exhale, fold. Placing the hands onto the mat, stepping that right foot back. Inhale, sweep the arms up, coming into that lunge. Exhale, sink. Inhale, reach through the fingertips. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Inhale, extend through the crown of the head. Exhale, twist over that leg. So right elbow is on that left knee. Feeling long from the crown of the head. Breathing. One more inhale, come up through center. Exhale, release the hands. Step that foot back to meet the right. Take a nice deep inhale as you exhale, lower down. Inhale, up, cobra to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Ooh. Inhale, walking the feet or floating the feet to the hands. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up halfway monkey pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And mountain. Good. All right, I'm going to turn direction so my back isn't to you, but we're going to do the other side. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up halfway monkey pose. Exhale, fold, placing the hands on the ground. Stepping that left foot back. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, sink into that lunge. Inhale, reach through the fingertips. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center as you coming into that twist. So hands are in front of the heart. Elbows on that knee. Try not to let that knee push in. Breathe here. Trying to stack the elbows, taking your gaze up to the sky. Take one more deep inhale. As you exhale, release the hands on either side of the foot. Inhale, step that foot back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up. Cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, walk the feet or float the feet to the hands. Exhale, release. Inhale, look up halfway, monkey pose. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. All right, guys, we're gonna work into a warrior flow. So we're gonna flow from each warrior position to the next, working into some of the different standing stretches or standing balance. So from the top of your mat, we're gonna take a nice deep inhale, sweep those arms up. As you exhale, forward fold, stepping the right foot back, we're going into warrior one. So stepping that right foot back, we're gonna take that toe, point it to the long side of the mat, heel to heel should be in alignment. Take a nice deep inhale, sweep those arms up. Good. I'm just gonna switch directions. Good. Sinking into that warrior one. Shoulders are back and down. The face is relaxed, reaching through the fingertips for that warrior one position. The hips are square to the front of the mat. Take one more deep inhale. As you reach through those fingertips, we're going to exhale, opening up to warrior two. So for warrior two, you're going to shift that back foot to make sure it's parallel to the back of the mat. Sinking that knee down, you should be able to see that big toe. Reaching from fingertip to fingertip, your gaze is over that left finger. Good, breathe. Take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, release that left hand onto that left leg, taking that right arm up. Option to stay here or to release that hand down, coming into one straight line from fingertip all the way down to fingertip onto the floor, side angle. Inhale, coming back up through that warrior two. We're gonna straighten that front leg, that left leg. Take a nice deep inhale, reach those fingertips over, reach, 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 reach. When you can't reach anymore, release that hand down, either onto the leg, the shin, the ankle, or the floor, coming into our triangle. Reaching through the fingertips like we're up against a piece of glass. The gaze is at the sky. Take one more deep inhale. Reach through those fingertips. As you exhale, we're going to cartwheel that hand over. Find a slight bend in that front knee. Taking hands on either side, we're going to jump or step that back foot up just slightly, taking the toes towards the long side of the mat. We're going to come into our pyramid. So from here, think about the hips are square to the front of the mat like warrior one. Either you can have the fingertips down on the ground, try to get this leg straight. If you have a block, you can place your hands on the block, or you can place your hands on that shin. Think about that front leg is straight, your hips are square, and you are working into, you should feel that all the way up the back of that left leg. And breathe. Good. Take one more deep inhale here. As we exhale, we're going to shift our weight into that front leg, Keeping those fingertips down, we're gonna shift our weight into that front leg, and we're gonna lift that right leg up off the ground, coming into our half moon pose. So option here to keep the fingertips on the ground, option to reach the hands. Try to keep those hips pointing down towards the ground, and breathe. Inhale, as you exhale, lower that foot down. We're gonna walk the hands through center. Toes are now gonna be pointing towards that long part of the mat. Release the head. Just hang here for just a second, letting all the blood rush to the brain. Noticing any differences you feel in the two legs. Good, take one more deep inhale. As you exhale, take that left hand, reach it towards that right leg, sweep that right arm up to the sky. Think long through the spine, coming out the top of the head. One more deep inhale. As you exhale, release that right arm down. Walk that right arm across to the left leg. Inhale. Sweep that left arm up. Thinking extending out through the spine, through the crown of the head. Coming into a nice twist here. Take one more deep inhale. As you exhale, release that left hand. We're going to walk those hands towards that right foot. Turn that right foot towards the short end of the mat. And we're going to come into our warrior flow. So turning that left foot back, coming into warrior one stance. So that the toes of the left foot are pointing towards the long part of the mat. Our heels are in alignment. Take a nice deep inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, sinking into that warrior one. So that right knee is over the right foot, but I can still see that big toe. Shoulders are backing down, reaching, breathing, sinking into this strong warrior pose. Take a nice deep inhale, reach through those fingertips. As you exhale, we're going to open up into warrior two. So turning that back foot, and then releasing into that right leg, reaching fingertip to fingertip, taking the gaze out over that right finger, feeling strong, shoulders are down, the face is relaxed, feeling the strength in our legs. One more deep inhale. As we exhale, we're going to take that right hand onto the right leg, extend that left arm up, or release that right hand down. Taking the gaze up to the sky, breathing, feeling strong in our side angle. Inhale, reaching through the fingertips as we come back up to warrior two, straightening that front leg as we work into our triangle. So taking those fingertips, reach, 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 over, over, until you can't reach anymore. Release that hand down, either onto the leg, shin, ankle, or floor. Taking that left arm up, opening up through your heart, taking your gaze to the ceiling, to the sky. One more deep inhale, reach through those fingertips. Exhale, cartwheel that hand over. As you begin to step that left foot up just slightly, we're going to come into pyramid on this side. So again, if it's too much pressure to have that leg to try to reach the ground, go ahead and place the hands on the shin or on blocks if you have yoga blocks. Or you can try to reach that ground. Thinking about keeping those hips square to the front of the mat. Don't let that left hip open up. and breathe. Think about inhale. As you inhale, you're extending kind of through the crown of the head. As you exhale, you're folding over the leg. Take one more deep inhale. We're going to come into our half moon. So take a nice deep inhale. You're going to shift the weight to that front foot. Thinking about either keeping the fingertips on the floor or you can reach forward, lifting up through that back leg. Again, hips are square. So option to stay here, or you can take those arms out and not fall over. Keeping that balance and breathe. One more deep inhale. As you exhale, go ahead and release that left foot to meet the right. Coming into a forward fold, and then slowly roll up, one vertebrae at a time. Coming up into that mountain pose. Good. From here, we are going to go into our tree pose. We haven't really done many balances, at least on the videos here. So for our balance, we're going to come into, just when you think of yoga, a lot of people think of tree pose. So we're going to come into tree pose today. So I want you to feel grounded into the earth. We're going to start by grounding that right foot down. Go ahead and open up those yoga toes. Reach those yoga toes into the ground. Feel grounded through that right foot. From here, we're going to take that left knee, turn that left knee out. We're going to start by just placing that left foot onto the right ankle. This may be where you are today, and that is beautiful. If you'd like, you can take the foot up to the calf, or you can bring the foot up to the inner thigh, never on the knee. So calf muscle, or you can bring it up to that thigh. Pushing the foot into the leg, pushing the leg into the foot. You can bring the hands to heart center and breathe. We're going to try to stay for 10 breaths here. If you like, you can take those arms up to the sky, keeping those shoulders down, and breathe. As you are in this position, I want you to find a place to gaze either on the floor or in front of you, and to just bring your focus to that. That will be your dristis. That's where your focus is going to be as you hold and breathe. When you get to your 10 breaths, we're going to slowly come out. So if you have the arms up, you're going to bring the hands to heart center. Then you're slowly going to lower the leg to the ground. Once you are out of your pose, go ahead and take a moment to feel, again, the difference in the two sides, feeling the blood flow, just feeling the body and recognizing, not judging, just recognizing the difference in how you feel. Good. All right, guys, let's go ahead and go to that left side. So grounding down through that left foot, opening up those yoga toes, gripping the earth with the foot. Taking that right knee, we're going to turn that right knee out, placing the foot right on the ankle. Holding here, if that feels good for you today. You can find your position, hands, heart, or I like to think about your branches flowing in the wind. Or you can take that foot up to that calf, or pull the foot all the way up into that inner thigh, never on the knee. Finding, I have no balance today, finding the hands in front of the heart, or taking the hands up to the sky. Wherever you are breathing, finding that place where you are focusing. Good, not judging the body, just acknowledging, being kind to ourselves. Breathe. Okay, take one more deep inhale. As you exhale, release the hands first. Good, and then release the leg. Slowly back down to the earth. Good, and then feel that difference, kind of circle the ankles, release the legs, let the blood flow, come back into both sides of the body. Good. From here, we're gonna find our way to a seated position. So however you would like to do that, I'm just gonna come down to the ground into a seated position. I'm going to outstretch or straighten out my left leg, and I'm going to pull my right knee in towards my body. From here, we're going to come into cradle to baby. So there's a few different modifications for this, a few different ways. You can stay right here. You can take the knee and just kind of hug the knee, bring the foot up. This is keeping the chest up nice and tall, just hugging that knee in. If it's available, keeping that foot flexed to protect the knee, you're going to turn that foot and just kind of cradle in the foot, taking the arm around the knee and just pulling the leg in as if you were holding a baby, pulling that leg in and even rocking back and forth, feeling into that leg, into that glute, keeping the chest up nice and tall and breathing into this stretch. Good. From here, you're going to release out the same way you came in. So taking the hand onto the foot, taking the hand off of the knee, releasing the knee down, and then extend out through that right leg. Again, you want to think about sitting up nice and tall, keeping the shoulders back and down. We're going to go ahead and bring in that left leg. So again, hugging in the knee, feeling how our body feels on this side today. Maybe this is where you want to be today and just kind of hug in that knee. If it's available, keeping the foot flexed, you're going to go ahead and bring that foot up towards the body, take the left arm around that left knee, and hugging in that leg. Good, think about keeping the chest up nice and tall, not rounding out through the spine. Breathing here, feeling that stretch, enjoying. Good, take a nice deep inhale here. As you exhale again, releasing the foot, releasing the knee, and letting the leg come out nice and straight. From here, sitting up nice and tall, getting those yoga toes flexed. Take a nice deep inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, fold over the legs, reaching towards the feet, maybe grabbing the feet, maybe not, maybe grabbing the legs, wherever you are. Breathing here. Trying to keep those toes flexed and up towards the sky. Take one more deep inhale. As you exhale, go ahead and bring those feet towards each other, coming into that butterfly position. So opening up the knees. The bottoms of the feet are together. If your knees are not available to come down towards the ground, then help with your elbows. So if you're here, go ahead and let those elbows kind of rest on the knees, kind of encourage them to open up and go down a little bit further. If you have a little more flexibility here, then go ahead and try to release the knees down. Take a nice deep inhale, rolling those shoulders back and down, and then folding over the feet. So wherever you are today, finding this stretch that feels good for you. Breathing. Take one more deep inhale. As you exhale, coming back up, go ahead and take those hands onto the knees. Guide your knees together. Turning, we're going to come in through our boat pose to a laying or lying down position. So you have the option to keep the feet on the floor and just release yourself down. If you'd like to have a little more of a challenge today, we're going to go ahead and either take the toes up or take the legs out straight. We're going to hold for a few breaths here in your boat pose. And then take one more deep inhale. As you exhale, we're going to slowly lower the back and the legs in time together until you're all the way down on the ground. Releasing. Good. We're going to come into our Shavasana, which is the death of our practice, but what I like to think of as the most important pose of the day. This is where our bodies get to calm down. This is where our bodies regulate the hormones inside our brains, inside our bodies. So this is probably the most important pose you will do all day. So for Shavasana, you have a couple options. You can go to the wall, take your legs up the wall, and you can be here. This is going to help the blood flow back down to the heart. So staying there, up against the wall, the legs are straight up. If you're on the ground and you want to take the feet together, let the knees fall open, have a diamond position in the legs. This is going to have a nice hip opener. Or if you would like, my personal favorite is just releasing the legs, letting the feet fall open, releasing the shoulders, releasing the hands, the palms are open, and just feeling each part of the body melt into the earth. Letting go of stress, letting go of worry, letting go of fear, letting anxiety flow out of you into the earth and away from you. Taking this time to let the mind just be, acknowledging any thoughts that come into the mind and letting them flow right back out. If you have a hard time with letting the mind be, I encourage you to find a mantra. I like to do inhale on courage, exhale fear, you can do whichever words feel good for you. Maybe taking this time to repeat a prayer over and over. Just letting the body relax, letting the mind relax. The eyes are closed. Relaxing through the cheekbones, through the forehead, and just be. body. Maybe circling the wrists and the ankles. When you are ready, go ahead and lay on one side of the body, keeping the eyes closed, just finding a relaxful position. Again, when you're ready, keeping the eyes closed, go ahead and find a seated position. Palms either on the knees, palms down, or palms up if you would like to welcome some positive energy, or you want to share with the world some positive energy. Let's go ahead and take one more sun breath together. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bringing the hands to heart center. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.